right now. Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
Time for our GMC Sierra Tweet of the Night. Comes from our friends at NFL on CBS. Mason Rudolph becomes the first Steelers quarterback to pass for 250-plus yards and 2+ touchdowns in the game since Ben Roethlisberger in 2021. His final numbers, 17 of 27, 297 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and no interceptions. I think that's the thing, Chris Adamski, that stands out to me, because Mason Rudolph did a lot of different things. He threw the ball down the field. He was going to different places, but he also didn't turn it over. So we know now that with the Steelers offense, they can do different things as far as moving the ball around the field, and they also don't have to worry about taking those risks because Mason Rudolph is processing well and making the right reads.
Yeah, it was sort of a hybrid of Kenny Pickett's avoided mistakes all season long, but he's not really pushing the ball too far downfield. We're not getting the touchdown pass to production that way. Mr. Trubisky creating too many turnovers by taking chances down the field a little bit. Some of those stats, like the air yards down the field, and you start getting those analytics in terms of not the distance, but even the touchdowns. They haven't had that. Mason Rudolph now has 3 of the 5, and it was one game longest plays of the Steelers, passing plays of the Steelers season. If you go by the air yards, it was one of the longest passes they've had in 5 years. I mean, the next year, you can go all these analytics and everything, but it really was a different offense. Again, the Bengals are not a good pass defense, not a good defense overall.
Fair.
And, Mason Rudolph is who he is. I'm not ready to say that this is all of a sudden transformed the Steelers defense. But, to me, I'm not Mike Tomlin here, but it'd be kind of hard to turn away from that. The offense has been in a malaise all year long, and it wouldn't necessarily mean you're giving up on Kenny Pickett for the future, but it's kind of hard to see this kind of game and say Mason Rudolph can't start the next week against Seattle.
And if you really are trying to get the most out of this season, you got to go with the guy that gets your offense moving in the most efficient way. Let's go to Nancy in Tarentum. Nancy, you're on the Nightly Sports Call.
Hi, Merry Christmas, Josh and
Merry
Chris.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Nancy.
Hey, my comment is, what a wonderful game Rudolph did. Merry Christmas to us all. And next week is my birthday on New Year's Eve, and we're going to get another win. He's going to win the game for us next week, too.
Happy birthday coming up in a week, but also Merry Christmas as well.
Yes.
Now, next week is something that I look at kind of differently, because we just talked about what Mason Rudolph did and what this offense did, Chris. But I'm worried about this defense now because of Landon Roberts, that pectoral injury. He was the one inside linebacker left out of the guys they brought in that was still contributing. And if this pec injury is serious, they're going to need somebody that can help with that run game. That had been